What's up, everybody? Today I'm going to be showing you guys 5 useful apps you could use for school and college. Some of them are going to be websites, some of them are going to be apps. But basically you can use these for whatever you want. They're mainly meant for educational purposes, but I know that some of y'all are probably going to use it to cheat and stuff, you know. But it's understandable because sometimes professors or teachers don't know how to explain certain things, and this is just something that'll either help you guys, understand it or just get by. You can do whatever you want with it, you know. So let's get right to it. Okay, so the first app I'm going to be talking about is Photomath. You just look up Photomath just like this on the Play Store, and it'll pop up. So if you have a device that has a Play Store, or any device really that has a Play Store, you can download the app in it. This app is very good for your math classes, algebra, any of those graph equation things. And it gives you solutions to problems, and it also teaches you the steps on how it gets it done. And it's not a bad app. There's also another app, it's called Mathway. Basically the same thing, but I would say it has more variety, and what I mean by that is that when you use Mathway, it's a website. You don't even need to download it. I'm not sure if Photomath, there might be another site you can actually just go to a website, but I think it's an app. If anything, just download the app, it's better. And if you use Photomath, make sure that when you use Photomath, I recommend you use a phone, because you're gonna need to use a camera once you download the app. You can type it in the app itself, the equation, but it's better to use your phone because it's a simple, easy, decent camera to use it for equations. But it doesn't work as well as Mathway, in my opinion, because Mathway, the difference is that once you type in your equation, right, you just type whatever you want down here, and here you press enter, this little arrow right here, and then when you press enter, it'll give you different results. So you could subtract if you want that equation to be a subtract result, or a graph result, or you want it to just get multiplied or something else. It gives you different varieties of solutions. And basically if you want to, for example, make a graph out of it, 2 plus 2, it'll give you the result, and it'll also show a graph of it. It's a little bit slow, sorry about that. My PC's a little bit slow, but basically here you go. 2 plus 2 is 4, and it gives you the XY as well, because you chose the graph solution, and it shows it here as well. And I like it because you don't need to bother copy pasting and all that. To do that, you simply you don't need to retype any long equation. You just go back to the same equation you entered, and you press on it right here, and boom, copy paste it instantly. And then you just do the same thing, and this time you just want to simplify it. Just press simplify, and it's gonna 2 plus 2, it's 4. Boom, there you go, you got the result. It also has a camera feature, and there's an app you can also download for it, but I don't really recommend it. It's not really necessary. And I think Photomath is better with the camera solution things. But yeah, Photomath is more if you need something really fast answered. Mathway works the same way, but you're gonna have to type it, and you have to go to a site. You could download the app as well. Photomath doesn't have a site, but I may be wrong. I'm just saying based off my experience. I just use the app for Photomath, and for Mathway I use the website. You just type this, boom bing bang, mathway.com, and you're set. That right there. And those are 2 good math apps. So they're pretty good if you have a professor that sucks at explaining things, and or maybe you just don't get it regardless. This is a good app that can help you out. It explains some of the situations as well. You can tap to view the steps, and it's not bad. I also forgot to mention, Mathway is especially useful if you have one of those tests that your teacher's giving you and you can't solve it, and this Photomath doesn't work because when you put the camera to it, it's like a question type of answer thing. For example, Marie had 2 apples, and then if she minus 2, how much? Minus 2, how much would it give you? And you can't really do that in Photomath because it'll be separated like this. Marie had 2 apples, and then it just adds a bunch of letters in the way, and basically your camera's not going to be able to pick up the whole thing, and even if it did, the letters are in the way, so it might give you the result that is not the right one. So that's why Mathway I definitely prefer when it comes down to questions like that, where they include words, because this way you can just type it out in Mathway. You want to do it, boom, bing, bang, and then you just search the result you want, or what you think it is that you need in the question. that's being asked in the test you're taking. You'll find the reciprocal, and boom. And that's it for these two apps. They're pretty good and they're free to use. For our next website, it will be called, it's a website, it's called Inkforall.com. Basically, in this, it's completely free as far as I know, because when I first started out, I used this in like 2 or 3 tests I took, or practice tests. And whenever I was in a rush or I didn't have that much time left on my online tests, I would go to one of these and it would help me out a lot. I wouldn't recommend cheating. I didn't really do that, I guess you could say that. But I recommend it to anybody who's like stuck. Like you want to find the preposition in something. For example, I'll type in a sentence. You just type in whatever you want here. Get a bottle of water. Alright, that's a little bit wrong, but you get the idea. And you press analyze down here, and basically this is like the enter, and you just wait for it to process, and it's going to give you the prepositions, like how many prepositions you have in this sentence in total. And in total I had 2 prepositions, in and of these. You can also do the interjection checker if you want to check the interjection, the conjunction. It'll count your, it also has a letter counter, a number counter, a bunch of different options. It's very good for, you know, English class when they ask you to look for things like this in an essay or something. You want to make sure your essay is okay, or if it has a certain amount of words or numbers or spaces. And this is a good site. It's free. There is a currency thing up here, which I wasn't aware of it when I first used it, because I used it quite a bit. So I think that when you log in, you sign in, it gives you like 50 or 40. But I believe if you stay in the site long enough, I'm not sure yet, but if this timer hits 0, you might get 1 extra diamond or like 5 diamonds. You can leave this page open and maybe it'll come back. It's technically free. You know, when you start out, I used it quite a bit for free, and yeah, it comes in pretty handy. So check it out if you want. For this next website, it's called owl.purdue.edu. You just look that up, and it'll take you to this website. Purdue University, and basically this is a good site for citations if you want to make them an APA format, or MLA. I see this mostly used in colleges, especially where they ask you to, you know, citate. I don't know if I said that properly, sorry if I didn't. Where you can make citations, and basically you can specify in the search option if it's a website, a book, journal, article. This is I think only really like useful when you don't have a direct URL or link to the source of the website you're using. So for example, it's about Mr. Beast, and you want to find a certain like journal, article, or website about Mr. Beast's site. Basically what the website's going to do is that it's going to look up all the different links on the internet, and it'll give you a variety of options. And then you choose one of those sites. It even gives you a link if you want to check it out before you start to make a citation out of it. And once it finds it, it's a little bit slow here. See, this is the results it found. It found 30 results based off what I searched. You could also put a direct link here in the search bar and search it, and it'll take you to the direct thing. But yeah, you can look on all these different links. We'll just go to Mr. Beast's YouTube, and boom, we'll make a site out of it. And it's very good because it gives you a bunch of options with your citations. It'll ask you if you want it in a certain way, and you know, if you want to do it like this or that. I haven't used it too much. I got it from a friend. Here you're on the next page, just press continue. It'll give you some extra information of what it's gonna, you know, do with the citation, or what you could do with it. A bunch of baloney, but you just press continue, and basically it's just gonna make a citation for you professional. Or at least it's supposed to, you know. And then boom, complete the citation. It's gonna give you more options if you want to put like a first name to the contributors. You know, it goes more into detail. It's very nice. I'm just gonna complete the citation. I'm not gonna fill in whatever's left. You guys can do that with beep up. And then now it's creating the citation. The good thing about this site is that once you make one citation, it keeps it in a little history. So if you made other citations previously, like right here, you can see these are the other citations I already did. So I did the process already like several times before. and they're all here, and you can just copy each one of them, copy citation, copy, and these are the citations you just copy, and then you use it on whatever essay or project you're doing where your literature teacher is requiring it for an essay or whatever. And yeah, it's a good site for citations, basically. It might have other things, I'm not too sure, because like I said, I got this from a friend, so you guys, you can check for yourself. It might have other things you could do in it, but it can definitely do a citation for you. For our last website, it's gonna be flvto.biz. You just type that in right there, and press enter, and it'll take you to this site. Ignore the ads down here.
Nice.
Those are just ads. The only thing that matters in this site is literally just this search bar. This site doesn't really have much to do with college or school, unless you have like a gym class or something like that. But it could also help you out. Maybe you have to make a certain project with a video or something. For this, you basically just want to copy a link from any YouTube video on YouTube, and you can convert it here on this website. Right there in the search bar, I just put in a link. I'm going to convert it into MP3, which is just the sound that it's converting. It's not going to convert the video, but if you put MP4, the other option right there, it's going to convert a video for you. It also has some other options for you to convert, as you just saw there. And it'll take you to this page once you press the convert button, and then you gotta wait for it to go to 100. Once it reaches 100, it's gonna take you to another page, and yeah, basically you'll be able to download anything you want for free off YouTube. You just copy the link and paste it there on the search bar that you just saw. You just click here to download. You don't really even need to like press up here to skip the ad, but I'll skip it so you guys have more of a better look. The link that I ended up converting was the Boondocks ending theme song. And you press download, it'll take you to another page. The moment this other page opens up, when you press download, delete it, because this is just a random ad that pops up, a random page that opens, and you'll see down here it downloaded, and then you can check on show in folder, bing bing bang, and here you go. It'll pop up wherever it is that your downloads go to on your computer. You can do this on your phone, I believe, too. Yeah, I've done it on my phone, so you can definitely do it there too. And yeah, here you go. And that's it. That's the 5 useful apps you guys can use for school, for gym class or math, English, literature. In total, it was 2 apps and 3 websites. I think flvto is like an application you could download, but you can just go to the website. This guy's a website, the literature is a website, the Inkforall is a website, Mathway is a website. I wouldn't recommend downloading Mathway, but if you want to, for those like extra features, then sure, go for it. Photomath, I always use the app, so I'll leave it at that. Hope you guys enjoyed. Peace.